Senator Marco Rubio arrived here in South Carolina after getting roughed up a bit by New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, but it was a different story here in South Carolina. And by all accounts, Rubio put in a strong debate performance here in South Carolina, which is critical because it's an important primary state. And here at his first town hall following the debate, Rubio touched on a variety of issues, took a lot of questions, but started off by addressing the impact of the sudden passing of Justice Antonin Scalia. Here's what he had to say.
Justice Antonin Scalia will go down in history as one of the greatest justices that ever served on the Supreme Court. And the reason why he will go down as one of the greatest justices in the history of the Supreme Court is because he actually understood the job of the Supreme Court. The job of the Supreme Court is not to write the law. That's what the legislature does. The job of the Supreme Court is not to change the Constitution. That's why we have Article 5 in the Constitution. The job of the Supreme Court is to apply the Constitution and the legislation created by Congress based on the original meaning of the words in those documents. That's the job. And when that breaks down, the Constitution is in danger. When the Constitution becomes susceptible to the fads of the moment, what does society want it to be? When you start believing it, as the left does, that the Constitution is a living and a breathing document, it loses its purpose. The meaning of the Constitution as it was written by the people who wrote it at the time, that is what we need in our justices. And Scalia understood that better than anyone that's ever served, and we have lost him. Now we commend his soul to God. We pray for his family. And now we pray for our country, because that vacancy will have to be filled. And it will be filled by the next president, not by this one.